Welcome back, MedSpeak listeners. So excited to be here with the incredible Dr. Eden Rivers, our go-to expert for, well, everything cardiology. Eden, it's 2025, and seriously, we're still talking about hypertension? After all these years and guidelines, why is it still such a massive, urgent topic for us in the clinic?
Thanks, Avery. Always a pleasure. And yes, we absolutely are still talking about it because globally it affects 1 in 3 adults, and frankly, fewer than 50% are adequately controlled. That's a huge population at risk, and it means we have significant missed opportunities. The good news is 2025 really brings a sharper, smarter way to manage it, leveraging new guideline targets and technologies we didn't even have a couple of years ago.
Oh, a sharper, smarter way and new guidelines. You've piqued my interest. Seriously, what's changed? What do we absolutely need to know from the 2025 updates that's going to impact our daily practice?
Well, the key updates are quite practical. Firstly, the BP target is now firmly less than 130 over 80 for most adults, unless there are contraindications. Secondly, we're emphasizing nighttime BP readings much more, as new studies show they're often better predictors than just daytime values. Thirdly, home monitoring is now considered essential, not just optional. And finally, you'll see SGLT2 inhibitors entering hypertension management, even for non-diabetics with comorbid conditions. Oh, and combination therapy? We're starting with fixed dose combos, especially if BP is significantly above target, because it genuinely improves adherence and control.
Wow, that's a lot to take in. So let's make this real. A 55-year-old man, Mr. Sinha, comes in, clinic BP 152/94, no diabetes, no KD. What's your practical 2025 approach? And when do you bring in ABPM? And speaking of stubborn numbers, when a patient's on 3 meds and still high, is it always true resistance or is there usually something else going on? I swear, sometimes it feels like a giant cookie cutter just doesn't fit.
That's a classic scenario, Avery. For Mr. Sinha, I'd start with 7 days of home BP monitoring twice daily with a validated cuff, along with a thorough lifestyle checklist sleep, salt, stress. I'd then likely initiate a fixed dose combo like tomasartan with amlodipine. ABPM comes in if home readings are inconsistent or if I suspect white coat or masked hypertension. Smart monitors make this much more accessible now. And to your point about resistance, often it's apparent resistance, not true resistance. Common culprits are poor adherence, wrong cuff size or technique, NSAID use, excess salt, or even sleep apnea. Or, yes, checking BP right after climbing stairs or a morning coffee. Timing and technique truly matter.
Okay, apparent resistance. I love that. Such a good way to frame it. So, before we wrap up, what are your absolute quick fire clinical pearls for everyone listening? Those practical takeaways we can put into action today. And where do you go for the absolute latest, most trustworthy resources for 2025 practice?
My fast tips for residents are always recheck BP after 5 minutes rest, use both arms at least once, be careful in the elderly for postural drop, don't forget secondary causes, and remember, lifestyle still fundamentally matters, even in the era of pills. For resources, I recommend the ESC and ACC mobile apps, Hypertension Canada's algorithms, and Medscape's updated calculators that now factor in nocturnal BP trends. Remember, it's not just about hitting a number, Avery. It's about individualizing care and truly preventing those complications. Thanks for having me.